how propaganda ads are the secret to getting more coaching clients, charging more money, getting more pay-in-fulls, having less resistance on enrollment calls, and really scaling your coaching business. The best part is virtually nobody in your coaching niche is using these. See, here's the problem right now in 2026. There's so many coaches out there saying so many different things. Your ideal prospect's brain is in absolute overload. They don't know who to believe. Even if they like you and they trust you, they're like, I don't know if what you're telling me is right. Do I follow it? I don't know. What do I do? And so that's why using propaganda ads is the best thing to do, because here's the problem. Simply just qualifying people on an ad saying, hey, are you a working professional making $100,000 a year, and want to lose 50 pounds? This is for you. That's not enough. That's about 5% of the strategy. And after spending $4 million on ads, I can tell you propaganda-based ads work extremely well, are extremely powerful, and they are literally one of the biggest secrets to scaling in 2026. Now, let's talk about what they are, how it happened, how to do them, all this kind of stuff. First, if you're new to this channel, my name's Jason Nyback. I'm a coach from Canada. I live in Vegas now. Moved here in 2020 with my wife and kids. And before that, I was a pastor for a number of years in Canada. I've spent millions on ads on my own business, pretty much made money with every single traffic source there is. And I coach coaches on how to get high-ticket clients using what I call the mini celebrity status ads ecosystem, which is working in 2026 way better than sales funnels. So here's what I want you to do. Click the subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube so that you can get all the updates. I create a couple of videos a week explaining all the new things that are happening in the industry and what's working. And you never know if one of those videos is going to have one thing that is the exact thing you need to scale your coaching business. All right, let's get into it. So here's the thing. Google came out with a study, and I'm not going to go into it all. I've done it in other videos before, but they basically years ago came out with a study from all their analytics data and Google Ads data and every data they have and called it the Moment of Truth study and said, your ideal client needs 3 things in order to buy online. Number 1, they need to find you on 4 platforms. Number 2, they need to have 11 touch points. And number 3, they need to consume about 7 hours of content. Now, these are not all absolutes, but one of them is. And one of them, I believe, is the secret to 2026. Can you guess which one it is? It's frequency. The more people see you, the more they're most likely to trust you, want to work with you, and want to buy from you. But it's not enough just to get people to see you. You have to use propaganda ads. What are propaganda ads? Well, what propaganda ads are is they're belief-shifting ads that strategically shift the conversation in your ideal client's head from what all this noise everybody's telling them to what you need them to believe. Because here's the problem, and I'm going to get into it on why you need to use these, okay, in a second here. But here's the issue. Up until about 2022, if you're, let's say, a health coach, is something everybody understands and knows, and maybe that's what you are. Say you're a health coach and you help. For example, like myself, I'm on a zero inflammation based diet, right? I had a major head injury skiing, of course, in Canada, popped my C1 out, my jaw, my eye sockets. It was just a disaster. The only way the chiropractor and everybody could get everything organized, I have to be on a zero inflammation diet my whole life, basically. It's been 20 years so far. And so if you're a coach who's a weight loss coach on zero inflammation based diets, which is a very valid thing, and you were new and you were the coach, I'll tell you what, back in up to 2022, you just had to run ads. You had to put your stuff out there, use some content on Instagram or wherever, and people would be like, wow, you can help me with a zero inflammation based diet. This is amazing. I want to work with you. How much is it? Oh, it's like $8K. No problem. Here you go. Can I put it on 2 cards? Of course. Let's go. Done. Okay. Here's the problem now. Now that same person, say like me, is going, okay, well, Coach Sally says there's this drug to use, and Coach Bob says no, that there's a special diet and don't use that. And Coach Jane says we got to use some exercise thing and don't listen to those the drug thing and don't take the supplement thing. And Coach Bob is saying that, eat spinach, and the other coach is saying don't eat spinach because of this. You see what I'm doing here? And so what's happening is your ideal client is getting information from so many different places, they don't know who to believe. even if they trust you and you're like, I've got 40 degrees, I've got, a Harvard this, an Oxford that, it's not that they don't care, it's that they're so overwhelmed with so much contradicting advice, they don't know who to trust. So what we need to do is use propaganda ads to fix this. So how does this work? Well, first things first, what we have to do is we're going to figure out what are the beliefs that your ideal client needs to undo, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to create these little ads. And these ads, who are they going to go to? Well, they're going to go to everybody in the ecosystem. Anybody who's clicked on your stuff, anybody who's followed you, anybody who's liked your stuff, anybody who's seen anything, anything, really. And then what we do is we shift belief systems, okay? And so what's going to happen is, what do they need to hear and how do they need to fix this? Let me give you an example. I have a client. She's a super amazing lady. She's 82, and she's a weight loss coach for women who are trying to deal with stage 4 cancer. Clearly very serious, right? And so she's doing this. She's doing propaganda, little based ads, and she has them running super cheap ads. And she spent in January 2026, she spent about $1,100, and she did about 35,000 in revenue for her coaching business. Okay. And it's going to continue to do extremely well. So the first thing we need to do is shift their beliefs. What do they need to not believe? Remember, I gave it an example. Don't eat spinach, don't use this drug, all that kind of stuff. And so what we're going to do is, number one, we're going to run ads that absolutely knock out the bad belief systems. The second thing those ads are going to do is they're going to establish your status. Here's why they should believe you. Here's what they need to know about you. Here's what they need to know about why your stuff is good. Here's the data. So we're doing both those things. And then the third thing you're going to do is get them to book a call or get them into the Skool community or whatever it is. Because if we do all three of these things, what's going to happen is they're going to be at a way higher status level. And the secret is these ads are super cheap. Like, I've got a number of them running for $2, $3, $1. So they're super cheap to do within the ecosystem model. And what happens is the fourth thing we want is a high frequency. So number one, shift beliefs. Number two, establish status. Number three, give them a place to go. And then what we're wanting to do, number four, is get a massive amount of frequency. What does this mean? Well, if you have a high frequency, remember the moment of truth study from Google, the higher the frequency, the more people see you, the more likely they are to trust you. But the secret is we're shifting beliefs, not just giving them 3 secrets and 5 tactics and how to lose weight better and all that kind of stuff. And the more times they see you, then it's trust. It's building trust. They're like, wow, I see this person. They must be good. I like this. And it's increasing their status. And the higher your status using these mini celebrities, we call them mini celebrity status ads, but they're basically, like we said, propaganda based ads. What is happening is you are now taking a priority position in your ideal client's brain. So instead of, all these other people, they're now bonding with you and going, wow, this coach knows what they're talking about. This makes total sense. I keep seeing their stuff. And so what's happening is that familiarity bias is starting to kick in, and all of this is happening automatically. So they book a call, they show up, they talk to you, and they start telling you all the things you told them. Okay. So now on your enrollment calls, they're like, hey, I really like what you said about this issue regarding, zero inflammation based diet. I really agree with what you said about spinach or this. I think you're totally right about this. This makes all the sense in the world. I like how this is going. What do we do? Now, that is called an enrollment call. That is not a let me arm wrestle you into buying from me call, or let me get my book of objections out and I got to, for example, all right, here's my 30 objections. Okay, they don't trust me. All right, what page? That's on page 16 in my objection book, right? No. It's basically, those are the things that you don't need to do if you do these types of ads. So I just wanted to teach this to you and help you understand in 2026, this is the secret. Propaganda ads that shift their beliefs, establish your status, get them to book, and also increase the frequency so you are seen as that only option. All right. So that's what you need to be doing. How do you do them? Well, here's the thing. We'll help you for free and explain it to you. Just book a quick call. We'll do a 15-minute mini celebrity status ads call, help you out. It's totally free if you're in our Skool community. You can click the link below, and there's nothing to buy. We'll just give you a 10-minute, 15-minute free call. We'll explain it all, especially in the context of your business, because this is totally contextual, right, to your business, and then help you out and send you on your way. If you're not in our Skool community, there's a link below in the description to join our Skool community as well. This way we can contextualize it, answer all your questions. We've done hundreds of these calls. And again, because you're a Skool member, there's nothing for sale. It's just 15 minutes of helping you implement these ads, showing you how to do them, answering your questions, giving you some feedback, and going from there. So you can book your call down below and then do that. All right. And I need to help you understand the importance of this, because back in up until 2023 or 2024, you could do all the heavy lifting on an enrollment call. Okay. You had the script. Remember, you talked to them, you got your script out, and you're like, okay, well, this, that, and the other thing. And you establish credibility on your script, and you answer objections on your script, and you teach them on your script and all that kind of stuff. You can't do that anymore in 2026, because remember, you're not the only coach. And everybody's online watching videos, looking at content, typing in stuff on ChatGPT. And so they're getting too much conflicting advice. It's not that they don't trust your credibility. That's not the issue at all. It's just their brain is full. And so if you're getting them on your enrollment calls without doing all the things that I explained to you, your enrollment rate's going to be extremely low, and it's going to keep dropping. It doesn't matter how good you are at objection whack-a-mole and charismatic and all these kinds of things and how amazing your sales script is. The problem is that a call is not the right context anymore to deal with all this stuff. All of this needs to be done before, so that when you do the enrollment call, it's simply, hey, is this a good fit? It's kind of like a vibe check. Do I feel like I can help you? Do you feel like you can be helped by me? Any last questions? What did you like best about what I have said in my content? What related? Okay, good. All right. So here's how this works. Let's do it. And you're going to get less resistance. You're going to get less money objections. You're going to get less issues, higher trust, and more people want to work with you. Here's the cool thing about it. Then you can spend less on ads, have better clients because they're better wanting to work with you, and you get to do less calls. So that's what you need to do. That's why it's super important you're using these, we call them mini celebrity status ads, but basically they're propaganda ads in 2026. Because remember, the secret to building trust is frequency. And the secret to frequency is these mini propaganda ads that are super cheap, going to your ideal clients, getting a lot of frequency, shifting belief systems, establishing your status, and then obviously getting them to want to trust you. So that's what you need to do. It's not that complicated. Keep it simple, and book your free call down below there, and we'll help you out, give you some feedback, how to do it, what to do, give you some ideas, especially in the context of your niche, so that we can help you, in a better context of what you're doing, and go from there. All right. Click the link below, book your free call. It's 15 minutes. We'll help you out. If you're not in our Skool community, the link below. There's a link below to do that. All right, get going on these propaganda ads. They're literally one of the biggest secrets to succeeding and getting clients in 2026, getting you seen as the only option and the best option, and scaling your coaching business. All right, get to work.